Right, let's see how's that. Boom. All right, what's up, trader? All right, what's up, trader? Okay, so I see that the sound is working now. I'm gonna go with the video. What I want to do in this video, guys, is I want to show you two trades recently. One of them I talked about it, I think on YouTube on Friday, if I remember well. Yeah, Friday night. So I want to show you exactly what the trade looked like and what I did in that case. I'm gonna review the trade first, and then I'm gonna show you the trade example of last week, and then one trade that I took today. So let's go about that. This is a simple chart of the Australian dollar US dollar on a daily chart. I talked about the fact that we had a Bollinger Band reversal here. This is a move outside the Bollinger Band, a break outside, and then we came back within with kind of an engulfing candle in two candle, we could say. It's not the perfect sign, right? Engulfing usually is something like this. Then you have something like, basically this is a candle up. Then you have a candle down like this. Okay, one covering completely. But in that case, it's a little bit different. This one would be a downward candle, basically. This is different. It's like two candle, but I took this up anyway because I considered it good. And this was at the zone, if I remember well. Yeah, so this zone right here. I'm gonna not draw a line, but just like that. This is the same zone as here. So I took a sell trade at the close of this candle right here. Now, I had a reward to risk of 2. This is my strategy for that. It's a reward to risk of 2. So I think the trade is not closed yet, but I think 2 would be around here. And then I exited the first part of my position here. So that was the first trade. Now what happened in that case is that I give myself the possibility to re-enter the trade. So take another position if I see that another setup is forming. What I did is that on the 4-hour chart, a second setup formed. I'm going to show you. We had, this is the middle band of the Bollinger Band. We had a move up and then a bearish engulfing right here. So at that point, I entered a second sell trade with again a reward to risk of 2, which would have been exiting here. This is stop loss is above here. Now what you can see is that in that case is that this trade didn't work. So the take profit, the stop loss was hit earlier today, because or yesterday because we had a news at that point. So more volatility, stop loss hit on that position. But the good news is that I closed half of the first one here, and now I still have the first position because my stop loss was moved to break even. So this first position, the stop loss now is at break even, and I've exited half of it here. I still have half of it open to close here. So that trade is still going well. I lost part of it because of that second position, but that's not so bad because the risk of this one is lower than the risk of this one. As long as long as my risk is covered for that position, then I have nothing to lose. I have nothing to waste. So that was the first trade. Now, if you guys are on YouTube Live, if you have any questions, type them. Make sure that you let me know. I'm gonna answer them. But I'll go with the second trade now. Second trade is this morning on the Australian dollar, the Great Britain bound. So this one. Okay, and I see that it turned out really, really great. I'm gonna go step by step first. I'll go on the daily chart. What I draw here is that we have a consolidation, a zone of consolidation. See, we have this high, this low, and then it stays between the same range. Touches the same high recently. Now we had the same thing, Bollinger Band breakout on the 4-hour chart, right there. One bar breaking outside, bearish engulfing candle, really, really big, so that's perfect. So I entered below this candle, stop loss above, reward to risk of 2, which I think it's around 142.8 or something. So it's around that level, let's simply. So that's the trade. Now, as you can see, so far it turned out great, but oops. So it turned out great so far, but we'll see what happens. What I do is always exit half of my position at the middle, so at the reward to risk of 1, and I move my stop loss to break even. So once the price gets to that level, my stop loss here is gonna move to break even right away. That's my strategy, and that has been working great for me. So this is what I'm gonna do. So now to talk about the only way I could re-enter that trade, as I said, is if I see that we have another touch on the middle band of the Bollinger band. So this band here, let's say it goes like that, and then we have a touch here, and then like bearish engulfing or really strong evidence, and it comes back down. Then I'm gonna enter a second trade, put an entry below, stop loss above the candlestick that shows evidence that it's gonna go down, and then I'm just gonna have a 2-to-1 reward to risk, and I'm gonna exit half always. So those are the rules. This is what I follow. Always I enter after the bearish engulfing candle. I close half of the position at the reward to risk of 1, and second half at 2. And if I end up closing the first half of the position, I move the stop loss to break even straight away. That's pretty simple. So this is what I follow, guys. This is only 2 trades I've taken recently. I just wanted to show you how that works. First one on the Australian dollar, US dollar. Second one, Great Britain pound, US dollar. So 2 trades are working out. This one had a little trouble with this move which was stopped out, but it's still a good trade. I'm still closing half of it here. That's done. So I have half open and it's about to close if I see well. Now what I just want to check is that here you see we had this. I could even re-enter on that trade, right? Because we had this touch on the middle band of the Bollinger band, big bearish engulfing. So if that cannot close as a bearish engulfing because it's not closed yet, that could be a possibility to re-enter a trade. Possibly, this would be a good setup for me. But due to the fact that I've lost on this one, I don't think I'm gonna re-enter on that trade. That's just my rules. I'm not gonna re-enter. I'm not gonna take more risk. But this could be a possibility, of course. Now the fact that this candlestick is really big is a sign that things are not gonna be so great. It's a sign that possibly stop loss is gonna be huge. So making that in profit after is gonna be just huge. That's the second reason why I don't enter that trade. But it's something you could do. So depending on your strategy, always have your plan. Always make sure that you follow the plan, and that's the basic thing. That's execution after that. So I hope this was useful, guys. If you want to check out DesireToTRADE.com, DesireToTRADE.com, check out the Facebook group as well. DesireToTRADE.com/group. You can check all this stuff for free, and check out the article. I think this is not described on DesireToTRADE, but there's a few strategies out there that you can check out. You can look at that. It's all for free. And on that note, if you guys have any questions, type them in the chat in the live chat on Facebook Live. If not, it's gonna be fine. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you pretty soon. Ciao. Subscribe, by the way, and ciao.